Imagine you're hunting for the perfect deal online. Everything seems normal until the deal turns into a face-off with absolute terror. A couch hiding sinister intentions, a car with a chilling secret, and a phone that opens the door to a living nightmare. These aren't just stories about bad deals. They're warnings about the dark side lurking behind every ad. Think the internet is a safe place? Think again. In this video, I'm sharing 3 terrifying tales that will make you question every too-good-to-be-true offer. Are you ready? Let's dive in, if you dare. I was searching for a second-hand couch for my new apartment on Gumtree in London when I stumbled across an incredible deal. A beautiful couch that looked brand new for a ridiculously low price. I contacted the seller through a strange email, ghostlysofa66@yahoo.com. The name was unsettling, but my curiosity got the better of me. After offering a lower price, he replied within 5 minutes, agreeing to the deal, but then he asked for my address to deliver the couch, which made me feel uneasy. I suggested picking it up myself, but he insisted, almost too forcefully, on delivering it. I ignored his messages, but he came back, sending me his address with a promise that the deal was worth it. I drove out to his house on a cloudy afternoon. The house was isolated in an old, run-down neighborhood, in much worse condition than the surrounding homes. A man in his mid-40s greeted me, wearing tattered clothes and a cap that hid most of his face. He greeted me with a strange, unsettling smile and invited me in. Inside, the air was thick and gloomy. The couch sat in the corner of an empty living room. It looked nothing like the pictures, stains, rips, and something off about it. When I mentioned it, he calmly replied, "The couch comes with memories." I felt more uncomfortable and decided to leave, but as I turned to walk out, he grabbed my shoulder hard and said, "You can take it for free if you give me something in return." His stare was full of something unnatural. I pulled away from him and ran toward the door. That night, things started getting weird. Around midnight, I heard soft footsteps on my porch. My heart almost stopped. I quietly went to the window, and I saw a shadow moving. Suddenly, someone started knocking loudly on the window. I called the police, but they couldn't find anyone when they arrived. Over the next few days, I woke up to the sound of rustling near the couch. Even though I never bought it, it felt like the house itself was watching me. I was looking for a car for my son's birthday and came across a suspiciously good deal on Gumtree. A 2008 Volkswagen Golf for £2,500. The offer seemed too perfect. I called the seller, Daniel, and he was super friendly on the phone. We set up a time to check out the car at a small farm just outside Birmingham. I arrived at sunset. The farm was in a remote area. The sky was overcast, and the atmosphere was eerie, which only made me more anxious. There were no cars in the yard, just an old truck and scattered car parts. I knocked on the front door, but no one answered. I could hear a phone ringing from inside the house. I peeked through a dusty window and saw an old-fashioned dining room. In the corner, there was a figure standing completely still. A chill ran down my spine when I realized the figure wasn't moving. I cautiously made my way to the back door. As I got closer, it hit me. The person I saw wasn't alive. It was a mummified corpse standing in the dark. I bolted toward my car, but just as I reached it, I heard a noise coming from the house. I turned to see a curtain twitching, as though someone was watching me. On the drive home, I tried to calm myself, but a disturbing feeling lingered. Later, I found out that the farm had been the site of several disappearances. The car wasn't real. It was just bait for new victims. I was looking for a used phone and found an ad on Kijiji, Canada for an iPhone 8. The price was $300, way below market value. I contacted the seller, and we agreed to meet at a mall parking lot in Montreal at 9 p.m. I brought my brother along because I was feeling uneasy. When we arrived, there were two men waiting in a small truck. They got out and handed us the phone. The deal seemed normal, except one of them kept eyeing us suspiciously. After I paid and we left, we noticed they were following us. I felt an intense wave of anxiety. I tried to change directions, but they kept tailing us. When we stopped at a red light, they got even closer. Panicked, I sped off onto a deserted road in an attempt to shake them off, but they followed us all the way to our house. I thought we were safe, but after midnight, I heard something outside. I looked out the window and saw their truck parked across the street. A moment later, one of them started banging on our front door. I heard a voice yelling, "Open the door or we're coming in." My dad woke up and grabbed a baseball bat. But things took a terrifying turn when we heard a gunshot slam into the door. Luckily, our cop friend showed up just in time and arrested them. I'll never forget that night. It felt like an endless nightmare. And after that, I decided never to deal with strangers online again. After hearing these stories, do you still look at those great deals the same way? The internet's full of opportunities, but it's also packed with dangers you'd never expect. If these tales gave you chills or made you think twice about taking a shady offer, then mission accomplished. Stay sharp. Don't trust too easily. And remember, not everything that shines is gold. If you enjoyed these stories and want more dark and creepy tales, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. See you next time. If you dare to come back,